It's me, Harry Potter, and I'm here to teach you how to make pizza dough.
So all the ingredients for the dough, all it is, water, yeast, flour, and salt. That's it. 688 milliliters of water. So, 688 milliliters of water in the bowl. Put that in there. Next thing we want to do, get some yeast. 0.67 grams. So we got a little scale right here. Have used in the past to weigh other things. I'm gonna put that in the water. We got a big bag of flour here. This is some stuff I got from, I don't know, it's there. You know, it tastes real good. Start off putting about 100 grams into the whole bowl just to get the mixture started. Get it started. Turn that baby on. Give her the spins. Let that happen for a little while. Cool. So total, we need 1,036 grams of flour. I already put in 100. Basically what I do is after I do the first 100, I put like 85% total of the flour I need in. I save the salt for the very end, just because salt kills yeast. So I'm not about that life. So just like dump this in, dump more in. Like if you mess this up, I'm sorry. We got our salt ready. You want 34.5 grams of salt. So it's getting pretty mixy, you know? Take a look. We got some magic happening. Alright, so we'll just add some more. This is almost the rest of it. It's gonna start getting real nice. And the salt can go in now. So... oh! So close. Alright, we'll start adding that in. Sometimes you'll start to see the dough creep up on the pizza hook. Ow! Ow! So in that case, we just pull the shit up. What you want to do is kind of let it just hang. Like this. Give it a good old shakeroo. So I got this little bit of flour over here. Throw some on. So this is pretty much well mixed, in my opinion. So the next step, we gotta flour our kneading area. And just scrape all the good stuff off of this. It's gonna stick to your hands. It's okay. We're gonna throw some flour on there. You just keep working with it. Just put your weight into it, push into it, fold it multiple times, push it out of itself. Your main goal here is just to get it work through. Add like minimal flour as you go, unless it's like terribly sticky. This isn't that bad. As you go along, you can kind of just like wipe off the little crusties on your fingies and then press them back into the dough. This feels really good already, to be honest. Smack it. Smack it. Alright, so next part. So these are specific pizza dough trays. They're just pieces of plastic. One thing we really gotta do, put a little flour down, and these needs to just sit here for 2 hours, 2-3 hours before we start making dough balls. A little flour on top, no big deal. If you have saran wrap, use it. Foil, whatever. Just want to make sure this thing doesn't really breathe. Yeah, it's been about 2 hours. So these have risen quite a bit, quite nicely. This one got into each other, which is perfectly fine. So what we need to do, if you want a 10-inch pie with a nice puffy rim of crust, get that puffy rim, you need to make 200 gram dough balls. The handy dandy scale will come into handy danged. You want to take your other container, you want to flour it. Okay, so back to the cutting board. The dough's real sticky. You want to not be a bitch, but you also want to be gentle. You know, just a good person. And this is probably too small, but we'll throw it in here. So right there, or under, we're about 160 grams. So more. Cut off a little piece. So there we go. That's 200 grams right there. It's about this size. What you want to do with the dough balls, you want to take it, you want to fold it into itself. Kind of just doing like a 90-degree turn. Folding it so you have a nice ball. You take this like bottom opening part, stick it on the bottom of the tray, like this, so that when it ferments, it just covers that part of itself and keeps the dough nice and smooth. Alright my friends, that is how you make 26 dough balls. Now the only thing is to let them sit room temperature for about 10 hours. And then the rest of the time they need to go in the refrigerator for a total of 26 hours. Motorcycle Pizza Guy here, and we just made pizza dough balls.